It's my favourite song. That's why I started writing songs. Ain't it just like the night to play tricks when you're trying to be so quiet? We sit here stranded, though we're all doing our best to deny it. And Louise holds a handful of rain, tempting you to defy it. Lights flicker from the opposite loft. In this room the heat pipes just cough. The country music station plays soft, but there's nothing to turn off. Just Louise and her lover, so entwined, and these visions of Johanna that conquer my mind. In the empty lot where the ladies play blind man's bluff with the keychain, and the all-night girls, they whisper of escapades out on the D train. We keep hearing the night watchman click his flashlight on and off and ask himself if it's him or them that's really insane. Louise, she's alright, she's just near. She's delicate and seems like the mirror, but she just makes it all too concise and too clear that Johanna's not here. The ghost of electricity howls in the bones of her face, where these visions of Johanna have now taken my place. Inside the museums, infinity goes up on trial. Voices echo, this is what salvation must be like after a while. But even Mona Lisa must have had the highway blues. You can tell by the way she smiles. We see the primitive wallflower freeze, where the jellyfish women all sneeze. I hear the one with the mustache say, geez, I can't find my knees. The jewels and binoculars hang from the head of the mule, but these visions of Johanna, they make it all seem so cruel. The peddler now speaks to the countesses pretending to care for him, saying name me someone that's not a parasite, and I'll go out and say a prayer for him. But like Louise always says, you can't look at much, can you, man? And she herself prepares for him. And Madonna, she still has not showed We see this empty cage now corrode, where the cape of the stage once it flowed. The fiddler, he now steps to the road. He right, everything's been returned which was owed, on the back of the fish truck that loads, while my conscience explodes. Play the skeleton keys in the rain, and these visions of Johanna are now all that remain. Shining, I was laying in bed, wondering if she'd changed at all, if her hair was still red. Her folks said our lives together sure was gonna be rough. They never did like Papa's homemade dress, Mama's bank book wasn't big enough. And I was standing on the side of the road, rain falling on my shoes, heading up at the East Coast. Lord knows I paid some dues, and through, tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of herself, I guess, but I used a little too much force. We drove that car as far as we could, abandoned it out west, split up on a dark sad night, both agreeing it was best. I turned around to look at her as she was walking away. I heard her say over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue, tangled up in blue. I was working in the good North Woods, working as a cook for a spell, but I never did like it all that much, and one day the axe just fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans, I was lucky for to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside of Delacroix. But all the while I was alone, the past was close behind. I saw a lot of women, but she never skipped my mind, and I just grew tangled up in blue. She was working in the topless place, and I stopped in for a top. I said I was missing half of my face. She said you came to the wrong shop. And later out when the crowd thinned on, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there in the back of my chair, saying to me, don't I know your name? I muttered something underneath my breath. She studied the lines on my face. I must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoes, tangled up in blue. She laid a burner on the stove and offered me a pipe. I thought she'd never say hello. She said, you look like the silent type. Then she opened up a book of poems and handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of them words rang true and glowed like burning coal, pouring off of every page like it was written in my soul. From me to you, tangled up in blue. I lived with him on Montague Street, a basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night, revolution in the air. Then he started into dealing with slaves, and something inside of him died. I had to sell up everything I owned and froze up inside. And later on, when the problem, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on, like a bird that flew in blue. So now I'm going back again. I got to get to her somehow. All of these people I used to know, they're an illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians, some are carpenters' wives. I don't know how it all got started, I don't know what they're doing with their lives. But me, I'm still on the road, heading for another joint. We always did feel the same, we just saw it from a different point of view. Tangled up in blue. Go Bill, yeah. Shadows falling, and I've been here all day. It's too hot to sleep, time is running away. Feel like my soul has turned into steel. I've still got the scars that the sun didn't heal. There's not even room enough to be anywhere. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there. Well, my sense of humanity has gone down the drain. Behind every beautiful thing, there's always some kind of pain. She wrote me a letter, and she wrote it so kind. She finally put down in writing what was in her mind. Sometimes I wonder if she was even there. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there. I've been to London, and I've been to Gay Paris. I followed the river, and it led to the sea. I've been down to the bottom of the whirlpool of lies. I'm not looking for anything in anyone's eyes. Sometimes my burden is more than I can bear. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there. I'll die against my will. I know it looks like I'm moving, but I'm standing still. Every nerve in my body is so vacant and numb. I can't even remember what it was I came here to get away from. I don't even hear the murmur of a prayer. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there.
Thank you. Robyn Hitchcock, ladies and gentlemen. Yes!
As my voice is kind of low tonight, I think I'll sing this one. This is one of Uncle Bob's. Key. I've been caught out wrong before. When she said, "Don't waste your words, they're just lies," I cried she was deaf. As she worked on my face, then breaking my eyes, said, "What else you got left?" It was then that I got up to leave, but she said, "Don't forget that everybody must give something back for something they get." I stood there and hummed, I tapped on the drum, and when she did come, she said, "No, dear." I said, "Your words..." Oh no, that's not right, is it? I still... You don't know how it goes after that. He's gone inside, I stood there and hummed. He tapped on the drum. He asked her how come. She buttons her boot. I'm sorry. And she buttoned her boot and said, straighten my flute. And she said, don't get cute. So I pushed my hands in my pocket and felt with my thumb. And I gallantly handed her my very last piece of gum. She threw me outside. I stood in the dirt where everyone walked. And after finding out I'd forgotten my shirt, I went back and knocked. I waited in the hallway. She went to get it and I tried to make sense out of that picture of you in your wheelchair and leaned up against. Ah, here it is. Her Jamaican rum. And when she did come, I asked her for some. She said, no deal. I said, your words are not clear. You better spit out your gum. She screamed till her face got so red, then she fell on the floor. And I covered her up and then thought I'd go look through her drawer. And when I was through, I filled up my shoe and I brought it to you. And you took me in. You loved me then, but you never wasted time. And I never took much. I didn't ask for your crutch, so please don't ask for mine. Thank you. You must leave now, take what you need, you think will last. But whatever you wish to keep, you'd better grab it fast. He understands you're orphan with his gun, crying like a fire in the sun. Look out, the saints are coming through. It's all over now, baby blue. The highway is for gamblers sense. Take what you have gathered from coincidence. The empty-handed painter from your street is drawing crazy patterns on your sheets. The carpet too is moving under you. It's all over now, baby blue. All your seasick sailors, they are rowing home. Your empty-handed army is just going home. Your lover who has just walked out the door has taken all her blankets from your floor. The sky too is folding under you. And it's all over now, baby blue. Stepping stones behind, there's something that calls for you. Forget the dead you've left, they will not follow you. The vagabond is rapping at your door, is wrapping in the clothes that you once wore. Strike another match, go start anew. It's all over now, baby blue. It's all over now, baby. Selling postcards of the hanging, they're painting the passports brown. The beauty parlor is filled with sailors, the circus is in town. Here come the blind commissioner, they've got him in a trance. One hand is tied to the tightrope walker and the other one is in his pants. And the riot squad, they're restless, they need somewhere to go. As Lady and I look out tonight from Desolation Row. Cinderella, she seems so easy. It takes one to know one, she smiles. smiles and puts her hands in her back pocket, Betty Davis style. And in comes Romeo, he's moaning, "You belong to me, I believe." And someone says, "You're in the wrong place, my friend, you'd better leave." And the only sound that's left after the ambulances go is Cinderella sweeping up on Desolation Row. Now the moon is almost hidden, the stars are beginning to hide, the fortune-telling lady has even taken all her things inside, all except for Cain and Abel and the hunchback of Notre Dame. Everybody is making love or else expecting rain. And the Good Samaritan, he's dressing, he's getting ready for the show. He's going to the carnival tonight on Desolation Row. Ophelia, she's neath the window. For her I feel so afraid. On her 22nd birthday, she already is an old maid. To her death is quite romantic. She wears an iron vest. Her profession's her religion. Her sin is her lifelessness. And though her eyes are fixed upon Noah's great rainbow, she spends her time peeking into Desolation Row. Einstein disguised as Robin Hood with his memories in a trunk passed this way an hour ago with his friend, a jealous monk. Now he looked so immaculately frightful as he bummed a cigarette, and he went off sniffing drain pipes and reciting the alphabet. You would not think to look at him, but he was famous long ago for playing the electric violin on Desolation Row. Dr. Filth, he keeps his world inside of a leather car, but all his sexless patients, they are trying to blow it up. Now his nurse, some local loser, she's in charge of the cyanide hole, and she also keeps the cards that read "Have mercy on his soul." They all play on the penny whistle, you can hear them blow if you lean your head out far enough from Desolation Row. Across the street they've nailed the curtains, they're getting ready for the feast. The Phantom of the Opera is a perfect image of a priest. They're spoon-feeding Casanova to get to feel more assured, then they'll kill him with self-confidence when they've poisoned him with words. And the phantom shouting to skinny girls, get out of here if you don't know. Casanova's just been punished for going to Desolation Row. At midnight, all the agents and the superhuman crew come out and round up everyone that knows more than they do. And they bring them to the factory where the heart attack machine is strapped across their shoulders, and then the kerosene is brought down from the castles by insurance men who go to check to see that nobody is escaping to Desolation Row. Praise be to Nero's Neptune, the Titanic sails adorn. Everybody is shouting, which side are you on? And Ezra Pound and T.S. Eliot fighting in the captain's tower, while Calypso singers laugh at them and fishermen hold flour. Between the windows of the sea where lovely mermaids flow, nobody has to think too much about Desolation Row. Your letter yesterday about the time the doorknob broke, when you asked me how I was doing. Was that some kind of joke? All these people that you mention, yes, I know them, they're quite lame. I had to rearrange their faces and give them all another name. Right now, I can't read too good. Don't send me no more letters, no. Not unless you mail them from Desolation Row. looking in a blade of steel, thin man looking at his last meal, hollow man looking in a cotton field for dignity, wise man looking in a blade of grass, young man looking at any shadows that pass, old man looking through painted glass for dignity. Somebody got murdered on New Year's Eve. Somebody said dignity was the last to leave. I went into the city, into the town, into the land of the midnight sun, searching high, searching low, searching everywhere I know, asking the cops wherever I go, have you seen dignity? Blind man breaking out of a trance puts both hands in the pockets of chance, hoping to find one circumstance of dignity. I went to the wedding of Mary Lou. She said, I don't want nobody to hear me talking to you. She said she could get killed if she told me what she knew about dignity. I went down where the vultures feed. I could have gone deeper, but there wasn't any need. I heard the tongues of angels and the tongues of men. There wasn't any difference to me. Chilly wind sharp as a razor blade, house on fire, debts unpaid. Gonna stand at the window and ask the maid, have you seen dignity? Listens to the voice he hears in a crowded room full of covered up mirrors, combing the lost, forgotten years for dignity. I met Prince Philip at the home of the blue. He said, I don't know, want to see me talking to you. Had money up front, he said he was in the queue for dignity. Footsteps running across the silver sand, steps going down into tattoo land. I saw the sons of darkness and the sons of light, and the border towns of despair. I've got no place to fade, got no coat. I'm on the rolling river in a jerking boat, trying to read a note somebody wrote about dignity. Sick man looking for the doctor's cure, looking for hands in the lines that were, and then he'll have a masterpiece of literature for dignity. Englishman stranded in a black hot wind, combing his hair back, his future looks dim. Bites the bullet, looks within for dignity. Someone showed me a picture and I just laughed. Dignity's never been photographed. I went into the red and then into the black, into the valley of dry bone dreams. So many roads, so much at stake, so many dead ends, I'm at the edge of the lake. Sometimes I wonder what it's gonna take to find dignity. like the night to play tricks when you're trying to be so quiet. We sit here stranded, though we're all doing our best to deny it. And Louise holds her hand full of rain, tempting you to defy it. Lights flicker from the opposite loft. In this room the heat pipes just cough. The country music station plays soft, but there's nothing, really nothing to turn off. Just Louise and her lover, so entwined, and these visions of Johanna that conquer my mind. Lot where the ladies play blind man's bluff with a keychain, and the all-night girls, they whisper of escapades out on the T-train. We can hear the night watchman click his flashlight, ask himself if it's him or them that's really insane. Louise, she's alright, she's just weird. She's delicate and seems like familiar, but she just makes it all too concise and too clear that Johanna's not here. Ghost of electricity howls in the bones of her face, where these visions of Johanna have now taken my place. Museums, infinity goes up on trial. Voices echo, this is what salvation must be like after a while. But Mona Lisa must have had the highway blues. You can tell by the way she smiles. We see the primitive wallflower freeze, where the jelly-faced women all sneeze. Hear the one with the mustache say, "Geez, I can't find my knees." Jewels and binoculars hang from the head of the mule, but these visions of Johanna, they make it all seem so cruel. To the countess who's pretending to care for him, someone that's not a parasite. And I'll go out and say a prayer for him. But like Louise always says, you can't look at much, can you, man? As she herself prepares for him. Now Madonna, she still has not showed. We see this empty cage now corrode, where the cape of the stage once had flowed. A fiddler, he now steps to the road. He right, everything's been returned which was owed. On the back of the fish truck that loads, while my conscience explodes. The harmonicas play, the skeleton